Hello and welcome back to the studio. I'm Dr. Wiggo and today I've got the Elgato Facecam 4K. It's a webcam. I did a video over a year ago about the Insta360 webcam. I'll link that down below. Because my Brio 4K died, so I had to buy one. But that was for the PC and it worked great on the PC. It also works on the Mac and the Mac software seems to be pretty good. But this one does 4K 60 frames per second, whereas that one only did 4K 30 frames per second. Now, I'll probably never use 60 frames per second. What if I want to stream in 4K 60? Yeah, I know, me streaming is like me vlogging. I promise, and I never deliver. But it could happen, maybe. Anyway, I wanted to try this out because, again, 4K 60, and I've had a few little problems with the Insta360. Nothing major, but hopefully this will fix all that. So what we're going to do is first I'm going to unbox this up here, then I'll take it down to the office and install it down there, and then we'll cut down there and I'll show you how it worked, and I'll compare it to the Insta360 so you can see the differences. This one should be better in low light because it has a much bigger sensor. Let me read you what it says on the back of the box. Well, what does it say on the front of the box? So it's true 4K 60 video, DSR-like control, it has HDR, and it has a lens filter thread, so you can put filters onto this little guy. It's got the Elgato Prime lens, this Sony Starvis 2 CMOS sensor, which again is, I think, a fairly large sensor for a tiny sensor. Uncompressed video, 90-degree angle, fixed focus. Stream Deck compatible, if you're into that kind of thing. So true 4K 60, stunning picture. This is the same thing it said on the front, only with more words. Ooh, and it supports LUTs. So if you really want to get into color correction, all that kind of stuff that you can tell by watching my videos, I don't do. But for the professionals among you, there's LUTs. Well, let's just get straight into the unboxing, shall we? Because we want to get downstairs and try this thing out. Well, it doesn't open. It's a nice little peel thing, and then... Oh, wait. I'm an idiot, as always. So let's see what's in this box. Has a little flip top. So it looks like you get USB-C to USB-C cable. Let's see how long it is. It's a good 6 feet, because I'm 6'1", and so my wingspan's about 6 feet. So it's a little longer than 6 feet. Probably 2 meters. Comes with a little booklet with lots of tiny, tiny print. It's all on the web. Then it's got the mount for putting it on top of your monitor. And then here's the actual little guy. It's very light. There's not a lot to it. But again, you can see the big ring, which will accept the filters. I don't think I have any filters this size. Well, I'll have to figure out what that size is, which is going to be in this little tiny print. When we get downstairs, I'll look on the web. And it's just got a USB-C thing on the back, and then this is where you attach it. I guess you'd attach it this way. But it's a standard 1/4-20 mount, so you could put it on a tripod if you need to. It's focused from like six inches or so out to about 4 feet. So it's not autofocus. There won't be a lot of focus seeking and stuff because everything will just be in focus if it's within 4 feet of the thing. Well, this part of the video went much faster than I thought it would. Let's go downstairs and hook it up and see what happens.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Welcome to the office. Okay. So this should be fairly straightforward. I have the Facecam here, which I will plug into this USB 3.0 cable. If you use USB 2.0, it drops down to 1080p and does compression, so you really need USB 3, or in my case, Thunderbolt. So I'm going to put this right next. Okay, so it's plugged in, the light came on and then went off because I don't have the software installed yet. I'll go do that now. Allow the download. That was quick. Continue, agree, install. Allow. with Safari for now. Let me update my firmware. Well, this is taking a minute. Okay, firmware update successful. Well, for one thing, let's turn on some lights on this side. Okay, so clearly I need to zoom in. Oh, look, you can just drag the little box around. It does not go down far enough. Maybe I just need to tilt it. Ah, preview format. There we go. So now I'm zoomed in to like 200%, which means it's 4K, except it's not 4K. It's 1080p because I'm zoomed in 200%. I don't know. But you can play with the contrast, automatic exposure, center weighted metering. I mean, there's some stuff here. Now you can put it in HDR, but in HDR it's going to drop down to 4K 30. Well, where are my LUTs? Is that under effects? Yeah, so here are LUTs. So there's a black and white LUT. That doesn't look any better. I look a little sallow. I'm not liking the picture. Well, here's the old webcam. Zoomed in about the same. Let's turn the LUTs off. Let's go back to camera. I think the old one looks better than the new one. This is the old one over here. The new one over here. Oh, compensation. My cheeks are a little ruddy over here, and over here I'm a little green. I don't know, I got a green tint over here. Let's go back and play with the LUTs. Maybe I can fix that. This is one of the problems with this kind of stuff. This is more like a real camera. It has a lot of real camera type features and stuff, so it'll not autofocus because, again, everything's in focus from 1 foot to 4 feet from the lens. So if I look back over here, so I get a foot away, I stay in focus. It's the auto white balance is making me green. If I turn off auto white balance, I look a lot more human. In fact, now I look healthier over here on the new one than I did on the old one. Now, by the way, you can see the bottom of my backdrop. It's not all the way to the floor because reasons. So this is now capturing the output of the webcam, technically in 4K, but again, I'm zoomed in about 200%. So this should be more like 1080p, and you can tell it's not as sharp and clear. Doesn't look great, but it looks okay. So this is the Facecam 4K. So there I have roughly the same thing. Now let's go to webcam. It flips it to 1080p. Yeah, and that's why I can't use the Insta360 Link, because whenever I try to record the webcam with my capture software, we capture. Yeah, look. And I can't control where I am in the picture. So that's why the Insta360 Link is useless. I knew I had a reason I needed a new webcam. I just didn't remember what it was. This is the problem. The Elgato has way more features. Well, I was showing you some of the stuff. Also, you can put lens filters on there, 49 millimeter thread. So if you have any 49 millimeter thread filters, by the way, if you order it directly from Elgato, they let you pick a filter. I think you can either get a neutral filter or you can get a privacy. It doesn't have a privacy thing, but you can screw the little thing on. But it'll give you a privacy filter that you can screw on. I don't know what to tell you. It's $200, which is a little pricey. The Instalink 360 is $179, so it's slightly cheaper. It has those features, if you go watch the video I'll link down below when I bought it, where it'll do a whiteboard and it's on a gimbal, so it can turn and track and do all sorts of stuff that this is a fixed location, just shooting here. But that's what I want. So this is $199 versus $179, but 4K 60, and you have the LUTs, and you have the filters you can screw on if you have the 49 millimeter lens filters. 6 of one, half a dozen of another. They're both good, but this is like a 1/2 inch sensor over here, and this is a 1 1/8 inch sensor. So the sensor is over twice the size. Although you can't really tell from the difference in quality here. I don't know. Your mileage may vary. I'm a fan of Elgato. I don't know if you noticed that I got an Elgato microphone over here. I don't have a stream deck because I don't stream yet. Could still be coming. Apparently the only add-on they have is the privacy lens cap. But then they also have bundles and stuff. But if you get it from there, you can get this privacy lens cap, which costs $5 otherwise. If you get it from Amazon, I did not get that, or any option to get that. It does do HDR, but again, 4K 30 only. Okay, now we're in 30 frames. Now let's go standard, wide. Did you see any difference? Yes, I did see that. Okay, so there's standard. Wide is It's a decent webcam. It'll do what I need it to do. Your mileage may vary. This may not be the one for you. I can't really recommend the Insta360 360 anymore because of its weirdnesses. Now, that's on a Mac. It worked great on the PC. When I had this on the PC, the Insta360 360, I never had any problems with it. But on the Mac, I don't think they're good at Mac software. Elgato apparently is okay at Mac software because it seems to work just fine. You decide. Which one do you like? So this wasn't the greatest video. But on Tuesday, Apple's doing their big iPhone event and announcing a bunch of new products. So next week's video, I will be analyzing those announcements and telling you what I think and telling you which one I'm going to buy and all that kind of stuff. So come back for that. You can even subscribe. There's a button. Just click it. So that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time. Bye-bye. I got to go watch the Apple video and start thinking about my analysis, and I'll see you all back here next week. Thanks for staying to the end. Bye-bye.